Are you struggling to get the girl of your dreams? Or have you ever wondered what could have been? Or are you simply tired of looking like this and rather look like this?
Well, I've got good news for you. I'm Skyler Sexton, and I can show you how to be a gentleman in this 3-step easy process. Unfortunately, in today's world, being a gentleman is sort of a lost art form, but it's that art form that can take people looking like this
into people like this.
But let's get back to the 3 things you need in order to be a gentleman. In order to be a gentleman, you must use simple gestures. 2, put other people's wants ahead of yours. And finally, 3, have utmost respect. Now let's get back and review simple gestures a little bit. Simple gestures revolve around anything from your welcomes, thank yous, anything like that. Wait, hold on, ma'am. Let me get that door for you.
Well, thanks. You're such a gentleman.
And even opening the door. Simple gestures can go a long way for somebody. In fact, even make people's day altogether. And are the first key component of what it takes in order to be a gentleman. Now let's take a look at the second key component in what it takes to be a gentleman. And that's putting other people's wants and desires in front of yours. Putting other people's wants and desires ahead of your own can be very difficult at times. It can also be the most rewarding. It truly is a selfless act. For example, let's just say the beautiful young lady I happened to open the door for earlier in this presentation, let's say she was having a rough day. By the way, she is my girlfriend. But now, I'm a broke college student, don't have very much. In fact, I only have $5 to my name. Now, let's just say she's having a rough day and things aren't really going well for her. Now, I can use that $5 and go hang out with my buddies and maybe buy myself my own milkshake. Or I can go and buy her some flowers or some roses or something like that and try to make her day better. The number 2 component into being a gentleman may not be the easiest, but it's the most important aspect into being a gentleman. Now before we go on to look at the 3rd component of what it takes to be a gentleman, let's take a review and look back at the components 1 and 2 in my previous example. I used a simple gesture like buying flowers for my girlfriend and put my wants of a milkshake in back of hers to make her day special and to make her day a little bit better than it was. Now let's take a look at the 3rd aspect of what it takes to be a gentleman. Respect. Respect is the single most important aspect of what it takes to be a gentleman. Now, everybody in the world is entitled and has their specific and own opinions about whatever it is. And it's us jobs as gentlemen to respect that opinion. Whether it's your grandma, your sister, your best friend, or the person you dislike the most. Respect can go a long way and is the platform of what it takes in order to be a gentleman. So, in conclusion, by adopting these 3 principles, any man can go from an ordinary, regular man into a gentleman. And these 3 principles are using simple gestures, putting others before yourself, and using respect. Now, guys, go out there and be the gentleman that every girl wants to see. And avoid looking like
this.